What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys so much for all the love on the rendering. I hope it turns out exactly the way I pictured in my head, and if it does, this thing is going to be bad ass. So thank you guys so much for that. Also, thank you guys. We just passed like 4,200 subscribers, and that means we are only 800 subscribers away from... We are at 5,000 subscribers. I'm not sure how I'm gonna structure it or anything just yet, but at 5,000 subscribers, do not forget we are giving away a matte black JK grill. Clearly this is not for the JL because I don't have the you know, the little accent lights there. They're up here, but yeah, you guys, if you have like a green Jeep, this would look pretty badass, honestly. But green or red or blue or black or whatever color you have, this thing will be awesome. Just make sure that you guys are in fact aware this is for a JK, not the new body style, not the JL. But if you guys have a JK or know somebody that has one, this would be a perfect little gift for them. But yeah, guys, at 5,000 subscribers, we'll be giving this away. I still have to figure out how I want to structure the giveaway, but if you guys have any ideas, you know, just shoot them down in the comments. Otherwise, somebody will be lucky enough to get this and hopefully put it on their Jeep. If not, maybe a friend's Jeep. It seems in every one of my videos, it's a different weather outside. I mean, I think in the last one, I had my top off and it was, you know, really, really warm. Last night it snowed really bad, but all this rain washed it away, so there, go figures. 50 degrees, then snow, and then it rained and kind of melted all this snow. And I know I sound like a broken record when I talk about like Ohio weather, but it really is that bad. It changes so frequently that you never know what you're going to get yourself into when you go out for a drive, or, you know, when you wake up the next morning, it could be 2 to 3 inches of snow, rain, 50 degrees. I mean, a badass little TJ right there. It's got to be green. One of my favorite parts of the JL, you guys got to get this package. The LED lights look sick. I love the halos on the front, and then the taillights just make a huge difference in the look of the vehicle. Honestly, that was the first upgrade that I had, was the halo lights, because I didn't want to go aftermarket for the LED lights, but I mean, that just looks so freaking sweet. Now, in one of my recent videos, actually the one where I went to Detroit to see the Gladiator, now I was getting a lot of comments on buying the first model year for a vehicle. And I've actually gotten so many comments about it that I actually wanted to address this in a video itself. Honestly, you should not be scared to buy a first model year for anything. It seems that a lot of people are afraid to buy the first model year. They always say, oh, you know, I'll wait another year so that way they fix all the problems with the first generation, or like, you know, the first model year, things like that. But I don't think you should honestly be all that afraid of buying a first model year anything. This is a first model year JL. I got 2018. I got it 6 months after they released to the public. Like I said, people say I want to wait until they fix all the issues with the first model year before I purchase my vehicle. Pretty smart move, I agree. Now, it has had its issues where the steering bracket down here, the welds popped loose, which was not good. It's had some, you know, spotty welds with some rust and stuff. Not only has my Jeep not had the steering issue or any of the spot welding issues, but because I went with a manual transmission, I had to get the V6 engine, which I'm completely fine with. I would rather have the V6 than the turbo model anyway. Now, why did I go with the V6? Obviously because I wanted the manual right off the bat, but secondly because the V6 has been in the Wrangler since 2013. So if they have not figured out the same engine 5-6 years later, then it's not an engine worth having. So I went with an engine that was pretty much tried and true. Yeah, it's been tuned a little bit more, you know, a little differently for the JL, put out a little bit more power, a little bit more torque, But other than that, it's an engine that's been around in the Wranglers for more than a little bit. Now, where I get weary with new model years is when they make big changes. So the Wrangler has a new engine. Everybody knows the 2-liter turbo, which has been untested and kind of unproven in the Wrangler before they kind of released it. Although they have said it's come out, you know, that they've test driven 3 million miles on, you know, all the engines, all the different Wranglers and the Gladiator. They have a combination of like over 3 million miles driving all of these. If you guys remember, the factory actually had a fire that lit a whole bunch of these JLs up in flames. And even after they were released to the public, the turbos were having an issue with the engine spontaneously catching on fire. Now, there's no reason that they would have known that something like this would have happened. It probably could have got past them in all of their tests, but that is one reason why I didn't want to go with the new engine. And again, there are going to be more engines. There's going to be a plug-in hybrid eventually, and even the diesel. The diesel engine, again, fairly skeptical about. The diesel is going to go into the Wrangler as well as the Gladiator. Reason why I don't want to get that right off the bat, I would want to wait on that one, is because Mopar has in fact made an eco diesel before. If you guys remember, in one of the other videos that I've talked about, they used to make them for the Ram 1500s as well as the Grand Cherokees. And with that engine specifically, I personally knew at least 4 people that had their engine continuously break down and have problems, all that kind of stuff. And they actually eventually took it off the market. So I was surprised to hear that they were coming out with an eco diesel again, especially to put it in the Wranglers and to put it in the Gladiator, which, I mean, the Gladiator kind of makes sense. Little diesel in a truck, that's kind of cool. But that's something that I would kind of be wary on. But other than that, there's really no reason to be afraid of a new body style. Just do your research. Like I said, even got a manual because not only do I like driving manual, but I trust the transmission more because it's been in other vehicles than I trust the new 8-speed automatic. If you go on the forums, both have had their issues, but the 8-speed automatic can be frustrating at sometimes. You know, if you open your door to like back up, it automatically locks up. If you don't have your seatbelt on, it won't go anywhere. It's got a whole bunch of little quirks and stuff like that. And personally, I don't like a computer running my car for me. But other than like the 2 liters catching on fire and the steering bracket, everything's pretty smooth for this new body style. And I feel like everybody loves this new styling. Sorry, I had to get back in the Jeep. Rain is freezing out there. But anyways, I had plenty of people commenting on the Gladiator video saying, I'm not gonna buy the first model year of the Gladiator. I'm gonna wait and wait a year, or, you know, however long, and see what kind of issues come up, and then you know, go from there. And pretty much my main argument is it's not really a new body style. I mean, okay, I get it, it has a truck bed on the back and the frame's extended a little bit, but other than that, it's a Wrangler. So I mean, obviously we've had these Wranglers out for over a year. This body style has been out, I'm assuming, before the Gladiators actually go into production for sale. They're probably looking into making sure that all the welds are perfect, making sure there's no steering issues, anything that was attributed to having problems in the JL. So I don't think you should be afraid to buy one of the first Gladiators. I would be cautious on waiting for the diesel because, again, I'm sure they have figured it out, but previously when they've released the eco diesel, it has had issues. That's not to say that some of them are still running on the road today, but they have had a lot of issues to where they stopped manufacturing them. So I would tread lightly on the eco diesel. Like I said, that's something I just had to get off my chest. I got so many comments about it that it's just something that I wanted to address about owning a first model year Wrangler. I mean, just kind of do your research, be smart about it. I know a lot of people really love the turbos and have not had any issues or anything like that, obviously, but again, I went with a transmission that was tried and true. I went with an engine that was tried and true in the Wrangler, and have not had an issue yet. So anyway, guys, that is going to be it for me today. Just wanted to get you know, that explained a little bit because I didn't want to respond to everybody, so I just made a video about all of it just at once. Thank you guys again for 4,200 subscribers. Again, we're only 800 away from giving away that blackout grill, so let's get to that 5,000 We'll give away that blackout grill for somebody with a JK or has a friend that has a JK that wants that matte black look on the front end. I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.